Want to make sure you get the right price for your home in this shifting real estate market? Then make sure you're working with a listing agent that understands your current local real estate market, where it's going, where it's been, and where it's currently at right now. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam Odurumi. I'm the founder and CEO of Uprise Real Estate Partners, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about why it's so important to make sure that, one, you work with a good listing agent, and then two, you make sure that listing agent has experience and understands, has their finger on the pulse for your local real estate market, so they can help you not underprice your home where you're leaving money on the table, help you not overprice your home where you're just going to sit on the market and have to do a whole bunch of price cuts or price drops. But they make sure that you're getting the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time, and they set proper expectations with you, right? So let's get into it. So there's four main reasons, I would say, why you want to make sure you have a good listing agent, right? Number one, they're going to help you understand and do the research to have the awareness of what is the true market value for your property and how is that impacted by the current demand, right? Now, here's a tip. Don't just have them run comps, right? Looking at comps 6 months ago helps nobody right now. You're gonna be one of the people overpricing your home and wondering, I wonder what's going on, right? You can't look at comps 6 months ago. Why? We're in a shifting market. Interest rates are going up almost every month, every other month, right? The news media is giving out different information every single day, every single week. So it's a shifting market. So what our recommendation is, if you make sure your real estate agent, or ask them, hey, how long ago are these comps? How far back are you looking when you're doing your research? Have them start as close as possible. Have them go 2 months out, 3 months out. That's really the bread and butter to understand where the market is going and where you're currently at. Looking back 6 months ago at the beginning of the year is not going to help you. It might make you cry, just being honest with you, knowing what you could have sold it for back in January. So don't let that worry. But the past is the past. If you got great equity, you're still gonna make a lot of money. So don't worry about it, right? But looking at the comparables, the last 3 months is gonna be a real big indication on whether your agent is giving you outdated information or giving you current information. Next is the condition of your home. They're going to help you understand, how does your home stack up against your competition based on the condition it is currently in. So when you sell a home, you always got a couple of options, right? You can sell the property as is, you can do a few touch-ups, or you can remodel the home, right? And when you look at each option, be careful. There's a lot of realtors out there that don't actually have experience as far as what you need to do to get the home sold. They just give you an HGTV type of, summary consultation. Just do everything. Paint the whole house, put new flooring, build a new deck, put a swimming pool, and you'll get great money. Meanwhile, yes, you may get a higher sales price, but your ROI, your return on investment, may be very low. You actually may even lose money. So time and time again, when people call us, we save a lot of people money and time when they consulted with another realtor. That realtor told them to do X, Y, and Z to sell the property for this price. We come in the picture because of our experience, not just work with retail buyers and sellers, but also working with investors. We come into the house and we say, you don't have to do all that stuff. No. We know what the buyers want in this area because we're working with the buyers. Number two, we've sold a lot of homes in this area, so we know what they want. And number three, we're also on the investment side, so we know where you can go and we know where you can put your money to get the best return on your investment. So make sure you're working with the listing agent or realtor who actually understands how to get you the best return on investment for the money you put into your home regarding, improving the condition of the home, but they also understand the demographics of the buyers for your home so they can make the best recommendations. Number three, a good listing agent will help you understand where prices are headed. So let me give an example. Some time ago, I did a video that explained the difference between, like the 4 different perceived values of your home, right? The county assessed value, an appraisal value, right? A market value, things that nature. So an appraisal value, like what a bank does, is they typically look at the past. They typically look at the past and a little bit as far as the current. Here's where prices, were before. Here's where prices seem to be right now. Okay, this is what we determine the value of the property to be, right? And while a few appraisers are able to look forward, most appraisers don't go this far. But a true real estate broker, a true real estate good listing agent will be able to look at the trends, because sometimes to see a trend, we'll go a year back. We won't use those comps, but we'll go even a year back, 6 months out, 3 months out, and current, and see what's coming on the market to understand what is the trend that's happening for you. And so is the trend going up? Is a trend, kind of, stable, or is the trend going downward, so that we can prepare you that, hey, I'm giving you your pricing of the value of your home right now, but how soon are we going in the market? Are we going in the market in a few weeks, in a month, in 2 months, 3 months? If based on that time frame, I need to set proper expectations and help you understand where the trends are going. And another thing good listing agents can help you with is understanding current buyer demand. Just because everybody named Mama wanted to buy a house 2 months ago doesn't mean Mama still wants to buy a house today. That's just the truth, right? So understanding, I mentioned this a little bit earlier about the demographics of the buyer. So it's important to understand the demographics of the buyer, the right buyer for your home, and it's also important to understand what is buyer demand right now. Are buyers willing to pay 30% over asking right now? Not so much in most areas. Are buyers willing to still pay asking price? Yes. Are some buyers still willing to pay over asking price? Yes, if you price right. And are buyers gonna, willing to buy a house with no closing costs? Some, but you also need to understand that now buyers are starting to ask for closing costs. Check this out. A lot of new builders now are offering more incentives to sell their homes, and a lot of those incentives are towards buyers' closing costs. So if you have a newer type home and they're still building in your neighborhood and you're competing with new home builders, your agent needs to understand that. Your agent needs to understand if you're competing with other resale homes or if you're competing with new homes in your price range. And if you're close to in price, if you're close to those new homes and you're not offering any incentives and they're offering incentives, you get the picture. So I hope that was helpful to understand why it's important to make sure that you're working with an agent and a listing agent that understands the market, has deals, or is a part of a team that has deals happening in your area, so that they can tell you what's happening on the forefront and behind the scenes, to give you the most amount of information and let you know all your options so you can make the best decisions for you and your family. Hope this is helpful. Love you guys. Take care.